screen share. Okay, today you are in the session called Claude for CEO, right? So yesterday I just had a talk about Claude AI prompting for business. So I would like to recap. Okay, I wanted to, I was introducing myself halfway, but I didn't finish it, but I will just do a very quick recap. My name is Jane Chiu. I'm the founder of Digital AI Business Club, which you can see from the banner behind me, right? The background. So it is a membership program where people can actually join and learn AI and also strategy. I'm an AI strategy coach. That means I help SME or the business leaders to apply AI into their business. Because sometimes in my conversation with people say, hey, why do I need to learn AI? They say AI is so simple. I mean, yeah, it is simple, right? We just talk to the phone also become AI. I mean, we get the output from AI, right? So some people that don't understand what AI is for their personal life. Personal life, I think a lot of people use it, ask for this and that, right? It is like a search engine now for them, right? But AI for business, what is it? So this is a lot of people, they are still having the question mark. So yesterday, okay, under Digital AI Business Club, right? We run regular webinar, especially on Wednesday at 8:30. So members can actually come in, listen to the talk. And of course, the members that can actually log into the portal and do some exercises along with me. Okay, so that is how we learn together. So yesterday, I want to recap what I actually so-called teach during the class. Because this is something very important. AI, a lot of people that ignore the importance of prompting. Most of the time when we talk to the AI tools such as ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, we only mention something very simple. For example, I am hungry. Where shall I eat now, for example? Or can you please help me write a email reply to my boss? He's complaining about this and that, for example. So it's very straightforward, right? So I think it is fine, provided your setting in AI is done correctly. But most of the people, they do not know about all this setting, and hence when they prompt very briefly, AI also very pandai. It can come up with many beautiful options or answers for you. And most of the time, you are very happy with the answer. So I want to talk to you about another challenge. 1 year ago, when I teach AI to some business owners or leaders, I tell them, AI is here. We have to learn. Otherwise, our job or our business will be disrupted. Do you think that is true? It is still true today. And I also say, if we learn AI, we have better comparative advantage because we can write so much better paragraph or articles. Our proposal also more beautiful, and I can suddenly become an artist by creating image, So I become so much better. But over time, when everyone learn AI, right? AI will be very common. So what is the what are the comparative advantage in this case? So this is the question for you to ponder. You don't need to answer me. So what I'm trying to drive at is when you think AI will give you comparative advantage, but slowly or sooner, a lot of people also know how to create images using AI. So even today, if you go to Facebook or TikTok or whatever platform, social media, you start to see a lot of beautiful images created by many people. So the question is, what is your comparative advantage? So you need to think about that, yeah? Let me just copy another file here. I forgot to open this. You can see my file, yeah? Okay. Okay, so now let's start our topic. So I'm going to talk about Claude AI for CEO. Some of you may have, if you are my regular member here, then you may have heard about this topic lah. But most of you are actually from NTW. You may not have heard about that. So I'm going to give you some ideas. Why do we talk about Claude for CEO? And I want to know how many of you are really CEO here. Can text in the chat box. If you are CEO, please give me yes, or you are the owner. Yes, knowledge. Okay, you are the owner or you're the founder. Please put yes. For me, yes, I'm a founder, right? Okay, some of you, and then the rest of you may be working, right? Okay, good. So I know how many of you are. Jome, yes, good. Okay, who else? Okay, quite a few of you. That is good. Okay. Okay. So, why I want to use the word CEO? I mean, most of you think that CEO is Chief Executive Officer, right? Because you are the main person running the whole company, the whole operation. In the age of AI, actually, almost everyone will become CEO also. You know why? I mean, you can just write your response in a chat box because with AI, we are becoming superhuman. Okay, so some of us who are employee, we learn AI and we are superhuman, and then your boss will love you because you can do so many different tasks. So those people who know AI, they may replace those people who do not know. And I think this is very real because you can see that everywhere, especially the big corporation, even the MNC from overseas, they are, trimming people. Yeah, so trimming people is fine lah because we all have AI, just like me. I also don't care. I am a solopreneur. I can come out and become a solopreneur and I claim a niche for my business, right? So I'm also a CEO because I do everything. I call myself Chief Everything Officer. So AI is helping us to be more, to be like a multitasker. That is the trend. So we need to know AI may be taking over repetitive jobs, right? But we need to slowly train ourselves to have better critical thinking and better strategic thinking. And that is where AI cannot replace us. But at the same time, we can do a lot of things because we have AI helping us to run the repetitive tasks. So that's the whole idea. So in the event, some of us becoming solopreneurs. I'm not saying solopreneurs are good. Solopreneurs are good. But in order to survive, I think most of you probably would have gone into YouTube and listened to many influencers that say, hey, we can build one-person company and become super rich. Okay, but in my view, if you want to scale up, you need to have market access and funding access. You cannot work alone. So even if you're a solopreneur, you need to have an ecosystem and everyone leverage on everyone. Then that is how you can scale up your business. Okay, if you do on your own, right? I mean, AI, everyone will ultimately they will learn. So when you will easily be replaced by another person also over time. Just like in the internet era, or social media era, when you first started, you have the advantage, right? But over time, after a few years, this advantage is gone. And if you are still a solopreneur, you do not see the the special advantage for you to be sustainable in your business. So that's why in the age of AI, even if you are a solopreneur, you need to think like an entrepreneur. You need to think how to scale up your business with market access and funding access. Okay, so I hope you get what I mean. Okay. Yes, let me further go back to the next page. I haven't. Okay, just in case some of you haven't joined our WhatsApp group, please feel free to join our WhatsApp group or Facebook. Otherwise, just text me later. Okay, so now I want to show you the foundation about AI. Just in case some of you are not familiar, AI is not just search engine. AI has grown beyond that now. I want you to understand that. All right. And we may or may not need to chase tools. There are just so many news about new features by all the big boys. So if you're using a particular tool, you may want to stick to it. Even though today I'm talking about Claude, you may still want to stick to your ChatGPT, for example, because the same theory can apply to all these tools. Okay. And you need to be a prompt engineer. Okay, I need to mute someone. How to mute? Oh, I cannot see. How can I mute people? I cannot see the mute all button. Okay, please mute yourself just in case you forget. Okay, I found it. Okay, I don't know where I was just now. Let me go back. Okay, so to use AI, you don't need to be technical. You just need to write better prompts. You need to understand the prompts because even in AI, there are a few stages of maturity. So the first stage is always talking to chat, and where we use it like a search engine, right? But over time, we will move on to different tasks, and the most advanced one is creating your own app, creating your own application, or website, for example. So all this, right, depends on a good prompt. So you need to be good in prompt. And prompt means you are talking to ChatGPT just like talking to somebody in English or Chinese. You know, some AI tools are better in Chinese, yeah. So you are just using language to communicate now. So you don't need to know coding as much as, the pre-generative AI era. Okay. Okay, so now I would go to introducing what is Claude, yeah? I want to go to another slide. Okay, so some of you may be asking me, Claude versus ChatGPT versus Gemini, which one is better? Actually, in my view, they are quite the same. So when ChatGPT first surfaced in 1 or 2 years ago, because they were the pioneer. So almost every one of us use it. Over time, and then Claude came, took over so-called their numbers because they have stronger features. But now I see that ChatGPT also come back stronger in certain areas. So to me, eventually there will be more or less the same. So that's why I say you may not need to be too worried about the features, but you just need to understand the functions and the maturity level of AI that you can apply it in your business. Okay. So Claude is currently, they are stronger in terms of writing and deep analysis, and also coding and hands-on tasks. ChatGPT, the strongest point is that they have very good ecosystem because now they are also very good in image, and also they are coming out with the video thing. So you in the ChatGPT ecosystem, you can produce content, video, and images already. Okay. And what about Gemini? Gemini is strong because they have the largest they are also very strong in their Google Workspace. So if you are already a Google Workspace user, I think Gemini is also given to you. You can use it, right? And because they are also having a lot of tools or connector within their ecosystem, I think naturally you can use it. But personally, I kind of rarely use Gemini. Um, if you were to ask me my preference, I am always with ChatGPT and Claude. And the fees, they are quite the same. But for Claude, token usage is higher. So in other words, they are more expensive. Okay. So this is comparison in case you are wondering, because I think most of you are ChatGPT user. Can you all type in the chat box how many of you are ChatGPT user? You can put ChatGPT. Oh, wow. DeepSeek Copilot. Okay. Wow. ChatGPT Claude. Okay. I think more on Claude. Okay, good. Yes, ChatGPT less reliable. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. I think you guys are quite chunky, huh? Okay, now let me come to an assessment for you to do. Today I want to show you how you can make use of beyond chat, beyond prompting. Okay, so there is this assessment where you can try. You can go through this form and then fill up a few questions. Because today I want to, because you guys are mostly maybe CEO or you are working for somebody, and then one of the main business challenge, right, is that the company that always wanted to solve the issue about where to get leads, where to get sales, where to get revenue. So if you were to go through this assessment, you can have some ideas. And then later on, I am going to show you how to use Claude to help you find that answer. Okay, so I give you about 3 minutes to fill up this form. I'm not sure whether enough time, but you can try. The link I have just shared in the chat box. Now it's 8:50, so I will talk to you again at 8:53. Okay, question. Are you all able to fill up the form? Any issue, please voice. Okay, now it is 8:53. I think some of you are still ongoing, but it is okay. You can continue working on it, but I will continue to talk about the rest of the info, the rest of the content. If you have done the assessment, right, you will actually realize sometimes your sales, right, may not be caused by the lead level, the lead generation level. It can be you could be facing issues where you didn't, take care of certain area throughout the whole marketing or customer journey, and hence you have leaking revenue everywhere. Do you all have that same problem? Can you all type in the chat box what score you get? So I can see that some people in my back end here, I can actually see some of you scoring like, let's say, 61 score, and your problem is, let's say, onboarding and repeat revenue. Okay. And some people realize that the score is very good, 94. But the revenue leaking is because of offer and messages. And then people like, I shouldn't mention the name. Okay, the score is about 63, and the leaking is due to customer clarity. Why customer clarity? Because this is very important. Because let's say I'm a trainer and I'm not sure what is my market or niche, right? I end up doing a lot of training, but it is not my strength. So then when I do this kind of training all the time, right? Then I wouldn't get sales because it's not my strength, right? So customer clarity, I also never properly target the correct customer for my training, for example. So these are part of strategy. And then some people having issue with lead and trust. The reason is what? Because in the age of AI, everyone can produce content very well, right? But the problem is always trust, because especially in AI, a lot of scammers also. So let's say I want to sell you course, you would also want to see whether I can deliver before you pay me money. So how can I build trust? So in your customer journey, what you are facing is the lead and trust issue. Yes, let me see what else I see from here. Yeah. Yeah, some people is having sales conversion. Maybe the people they already have the leads, but then cannot convert. So if you identify where is your leakages, right? You need to work on it with the help of AI. All right. Lim say not relevant to my industry. Why? What industry are you in, Mr. Lim or Miss Lim? I'm not sure whether you are a lady or guy. Yeah, maybe you can type in the chat box. Oh, construction. Construction. Unless you have business coming automatically to you, then I think then you may not have the issue. But if you need to also do prospecting and convert sales, right? I think to some extent you also may face the same issue. Okay, so I mean, you can challenge me about that, or you can text me and we have a good chat about that. Okay. So when Nisa, you also you do not have the revenue leak issue. That means the client come to you automatically. Because if you have this situation, I think it's a good news. You really don't have that issue. But most of us in business, the first thing we want to solve is where do we get sales so that we have better cash flow, right? So, but in order before we chase sales, you have to stop, reflect from your customer strategy all the way to the conversion path. Yeah. Oh, you are the contractor. We execute based on budget and timeline. Okay. So maybe I'm not familiar with construction. Maybe you are right. Okay, Ken. So let me go back to the thing that I want to show you. I share screen. Okay. So I have this article here in in my digital AI business club. So over here, if you're a member, you can log in. So over here, you can actually see, go through some exercise and you understand what Claude can do for you. Okay, so Claude, in Claude, right, we have a few levels. Let me go to this one and show you. Okay, so we always start from prompt. When we first started using ChatGPT or Claude, we always use prompt. Prompt means we always chat, right? But over time, after you chat so many times, you need to start identifying what are your repeated tasks. So because this repeated tasks, right, you can actually make them becoming a SOP for you. And you store this SOP in your cloud system, and we call it skill. So this skill is like our mini employee. So whenever let's say I always do repeated tasks of a training proposal because I'm a HRTC trainer, right? So I always need to churn out training proposal. So I would create a skill that automatically when I give a few input, then this skill would be quite pandai to know what I want already and will populate all the outline for me for my submission to the training provider, for example. So in this case, because if you do not design your SOP, right? Every time you have a request to churn out quotation, for construction, I think you may also need to churn out quotation, I'm not sure. You may, like for my case, I need to churn up training proposal. So I would have to prompt from A to Z, and because AI is not, it does not know my strength, my niche, my positioning. So it gives me all sort of answer, and I need to go back and change the output all the time if you are using just the prompt level. All right. But now with Claude, it has something called skill. If you can see from here, the middle one is skill. It is like employee. I'm going to show you later. So by having this skill, you are documenting your SOP and you will actually save you a lot of time. So that is your productivity gain. So the productivity gain is not because AI is smarter, it's because you put all your SOP and AI just read from the SOP and do the work for you. Okay, and then you see in between skill to connector to core work, right? Core work is also another thing very chunky, very powerful in AI because core work is a desktop tool where you can install. And by having that, right, whatever prompt, instruction you have given to chat, right, through the chat box, it will actually translate all the tasks and produce whatever output into your local file. So it is like AI agent. This is what we call AI agent. We can actually instruct through the prompt for our AI to do the work for us. And then let's say I say, hey, churn out this training proposal for me. And then I give a few input. Then I can go out and for lunch and then come back. The output is already in my folder. That's the whole idea. So we just by using Claude or ChatGPT, if you know how to use it correctly, you can automate your business processes. Okay, so for example, let's say I need to write newsletter, right? I can also do scheduling with so-called Claude. I can instruct every morning, please refer to this. Maybe I have a research folder and I ask Claude to refer to my file and then write a newsletter for me to post in LinkedIn. So all these are within Claude system. Okay, that's why if you are just using prompt, you are probably at very basic level. Okay, so we are all learning towards how to automate our business processes using Claude, using AI. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, now let me go back to this one. I'm going to show you the skill that I mentioned just now. So let's say now in this session now, I want to show you how to build a 7-day AI marketing and follow-up system with the skills that I created. Okay. Okay. Just now I actually asked you to do the assessment, right? So the assessment actually will help you identify your revenue leakage. Is it at the lead level? Because we are unable to generate leads, right? Or is it at the trust level? You generated leads, but people don't trust you, right? And then is it at the close level? Because your client delay lah, or people don't get you and then after you settle this, then the next step is about onboard, first win, and repeat. So these are the some kind of customer journey that we can design, and we use AI to help us execute it correctly. Okay, so these are the whole idea. So now I have created some skills that cater to this journey. Okay, now I'm going to use some business scenarios. I'm going to paste this business input in the chat box for you to try out for your own scenario. Let me stop share. And I put it here. Okay, you can try out. So this one, okay, in my session yesterday, I also highlighted, I think I highlighted enough the importance of giving business input to your AI tool before you run any prompt. Because if you just say, come up with a marketing strategy, and you expect AI know you, no. Sometimes, unless you use it long enough, then it may know you. But even ChatGPT, it knows you, right? But sometimes you forget about you. So ended up you have to repeat what you do again with ChatGPT. So the best thing is you maintain a file called business input or whatever name you call it. So you need to tell AI what you are doing. For example, the one that I put in the chat box, right? I actually use it for accounting and tax advisory firm. So you can change this business to yours, and then your target customer to your own target customer, and then the main offer. What are you offering, and what is your current leak? So that let's say you have done the assessment just now, you can actually put down, oh, my current challenge is people don't trust me, for example. So you can put your explanation there, because trust is a very broad word. You can mention, hey, people don't trust me because maybe because my business is too new. You need to give that kind of context, enough context for AI to know. Or another scenario is people don't trust me because because of some reputation issue happened in the past. So how can I clear that? So you need to give this context to AI. Then only AI will produce a relevant output for you, correct or not? Because just now I mentioned, if the trust issue is because you're too new versus another trust issue because you're too old and because you did something wrong before and everyone maybe remember that incident. So do you think the output from AI for these two scenarios is going to be very different? So you need to give that scenario. So I mentioned just now, if you are doing any marketing campaign, you do not want to sound the same as the rest of your competitors. So you need to give enough context, right? So one is a new business, the other one is an old business, for example. So the marketing message come up can be totally different. The comparative advantage comes from our brand positioning. Okay, so I want to mention that you need to identify who you are, what strategy you have before you run marketing. Okay, so here you can also tell AI your goal. Like in this case, we are trying to create a 7-day attraction and follow-up system. Okay, and then the CTA for this company is to book a 20-minute accounting record. So you can mention all this. And then the third one is success measure. You want to convert 30% of the leads coming to you. So this one, if you tell properly to AI, then AI can help you with a better marketing plan. Okay, so you can use this, whatever I paste here, and try it out on your own later. But now I'm going to proceed to show you because our session is supposed to be 1 hour plus. Let me share screen again. Any questions so far? Feel free to type in the chat box. I go back to sharing the screen. Okay, now I want to show you what I have done before this meeting. Okay, this is my plot, yeah. This is my core work desktop version, but I will also see the same thing in my web version. So what I did is I created a version for my own business. So the business input that I paste in the chat box just now, I change it to mine. But you can see that mine is very lengthy. Okay, because that's why I started somewhere. So it's very lengthy. I have all the information to train my AI. Okay, now the next thing is I ask Claude, I call out a skill called sales funnel based on a business input that knows where prospects are leaking in the customer journey. And I want AI to analyze this journey and then produce a table, all these are my instruction to AI, so I can be very detailed. But because also my skill already written, sometimes I may not be as detailed, it will also come out for me. Okay, so this is what AI come out for me. Can you see? Can you all follow? So because my first request is come up with a revenue leak diagnosis table. So you come up with this lead. It says the validity is very high. Lead scorecard captures email, deliver personalized result. Likely lead funnel currently starts at pay offer with no diagnostic. So it is trying to diagnose for me lah. So I mean, of course, main purpose it may or may not be real. Okay, but I'm just trying to show you when I set up my skill come out with all this structure for me. So it tells me my task, how can I, what should happen. So it actually suggests I should have how many emails or how many WhatsApp kind of proof-related content going out to my prospects, for example. So it also shows me that close what I should be doing and then review what I should be doing and my money package what I should be doing. So these are the diagnostic given by AI. Okay. So now assuming I'm happy, I ask so-called Claude to help me with a content calendar. So please create a 7-day plan with all this information. Okay, then it will actually come out with all these things quite fast for me. Okay, so all these it can be coming out very fast, but even if you don't have the skill built, right, it will also come out very fast. But whether it actually cater to your real business, that one is questionable because in the event you never give enough input to AI, it cannot give you very precise information. All right, so this is the whole idea. Let me go back to another one. Okay. This is more chunky. Oh, so lengthy. Okay. So in the event, if you because we are CEO, right? If we are doing business, we need to, the first thing before we do selling, we need to identify who we are, what our business is. So in this case, right, I would like to also show you an example of brand positioning. So brand positioning and competitor analysis. So because I mentioned we need to be different from other people. We are not here to copy another business. For example, if you see another chicken rice shop doing very well, you also copy the whole thing. I think no point because we ended up, the two shops will be competing at on price, correct? So we try not to compete that way. We want to have different niche so that people will still pay us. Because let's say I'm doing training. I say I am a AI strategy trainer. The other one is a AI, let's say technical trainer. So then our prospect, right, they would have a better idea. Hey, if I want technical, maybe go for the technical guy. If they want to hear about strategy, how I apply AI into strategy, then they may come to me. So that is how we have a niche, right? So let's say beside having the niche, we also need to understand who is in the market. So we do comparator analysis, right? So how can we use AI to do it? We can also use prompt like this to do it. Okay, so this is the output given by Claude. Okay, if you were to do the same thing, sometimes you may not get this because my Claude already with a skill behind it. Let me show you the prompt so that you can try it out on your own at your own Claude. I will text it in the chat box. Some prompt that you can try. Okay. But this prompt is with my own business. You need to change to your own business, yeah. Okay, now let me go back. So in this prompt, I says you are a strategic market research analyst. I'm starting a AI-powered membership platform. Identify 2 to 3 direct and indirect competitor in my market, and then identify who they are, blah, blah, blah. All these are my requirements. But actually in my skill, I also mentioned that already. So then AI can actually come up with very detailed information for me. So comparator and intelligence for digital AI business club. So it identify 3 comparator, which is AI Business Society, the AI report, and also the business plus AI forum. All these are the comparator, so-called, because they also run membership program and they are from overseas. So it actually detailed down what they offer, who they serve, primary positioning claim, and so on. Okay. So if I were to go further down, it also gives me a lot of suggestion, no? A lot of suggestion. I'm not going to go through line by line here, but just to show you the kind of output AI can produce for me. So for me to internalize it with me, right, I need to read it through line by line. I cannot just take what AI produced for me and take it as good and claim it as my comparator intelligence, because sometimes AI can be wrong because it does not see another perspective. So human judgment is still needed. Okay. So yeah. So another way is I can also scan the website and then produce a PDF and then ask AI to give me even more thorough comparator analysis. So how to scan a website? You can, for example, who do you want to scan? Let's say Nike lah. Because let's say I want to follow their color. Not working. Okay. Okay. So this is Nike. I love their design, for example. In this case, I'm a copycat if I follow. But I want to show you how to scan. You can, download a extension called Go Full Page. Okay. Then it will actually scan the web page by page for you. Then you can save it as PDF. You save it in your local file, but I'm not going to show you. I just want to show you how to scan. Then after that, you come back to ChatGPT, sorry, Claude, and then upload the file. This one. Just now there was a uploaded file, right? Here. So you can upload the file. this one I already done it, that's why you don't see me upload. But if this is my chat box, if you, I mean, just in case any one of you are really new to chat box, this is the chat box. And then you can actually add the file by clicking on the plus sign and add file. And then you can choose the file and upload here. After uploaded, you can say, check the screenshot to see anything else to be added to the table. So it will run some more for you and then add on whatever that is missing. Okay, so now I want to show you the skills. You see, I can come out, if you were to run it based on the prompt I sent you in the chat box, you may or may not see very thorough info lah. First is because some of you may be using free account, but mine is a pro account, so it can be better result. And the other one is because I have all the skills trained up. So I want to show you my skills here. Where are my skills? Here. Okay. So let's say I look at my brand. First thing first is I have my brand OS very clearly written down. So it's not like the prompt that you saw just now. So it's very clear, like what color I want to use for my web page, my blog, my training materials, all are written down very clearly, has my brand operation guide. Okay. So this is one example. The other one is, what else? I want to show you the brand one. Okay, this is a quick review. So also I give my skill, right? This is my worker. Worker is like what I want to teach this worker. So I have to write it down all here. So I will say, hey, you are who? I even give this skill a name called Amber. So you are the brand intelligence specialist. Why I do this is because sometimes I also have clients who ask me to do brand positioning for them. So instead of me every time prompt again and again from the scratch, so I train an employee. So next time I have a client, I just ask this employee come out and do this for me. How, this is my brand framework, how to scan, all this information or instructions are already given. Okay, so I even have the skill ladder routing. Route 1 is scan comparator analysis. Route 2 is to do brand positioning. And all this information are where I have actually detailed down very thoroughly. Okay. Any questions so far? I'm going to go down further, yeah. I just want to show you the possibility so that you know how to apply it in your business. Okay, so this is at brand positioning. Just now, same thing. Let me go down. Okay, so now I ask AI to work on my niche. Because as I mentioned, I don't want to be competing with other people. No, I want to copy somebody. But which is my niche? So I asked AI to come up with a perceptual map for me. So we can look at wearables, how we want to segmentize our niche. So for example, I'm in training, right? I'm into AI training or AI strategy. I can segment my customer based on either low price customer or high price customer, right? Or HRDC or non-HRDC customer. I can segmentize that way. Another area is AI. Do I just do training or do I do AI transformation? That means I do consulting. So if I have these two variables, it becomes 4 metrics for me. Okay, so all this, I train up my skills and do the job for me. So now I am going to show you the output. So in this case, so this is what AI suggested to me, how I can segmentize my niche. So pair 1 is tool versus strategy. Pair number 2 is it a structured learning or content only? The content only refers to my maybe digital AI business club. And then the third one is mass market versus transformation. So all these are things. So you see, when I ask AI to help me with the perception map, it come up with a map like this for me. You can see, because it actually look at the variables of tool versus strategy and individual skill versus business outcome. So now it also helped me identify the three comparator that I call out just now, right? So it actually helped me identify, hey, the three comparators are in the different quadrant. And Digital AI Business Club is in this quadrant. So in this quadrant, no comparator. So I feel safe, right? So this is how, I mean, one possibility how you can actually find your niche using AI. But of course, it has to be making sense. You yourself must agree, internalize with you. Otherwise, it's very hard. You are running your business without soul. If all the output is given by AI and you don't even understand why you do things that way, right? Yeah. So this one is other example how we can structure our niche by looking at the different variables. Okay. So three variables, these are the example. Okay, this one are more Changi. We are talking about SWOT analysis here, but I'm not going to show you here, but I hope you get the idea. So far, so good, y'all. Any question? Good. Okay, good. Okay, very, very good. Okay. So now I want you to imagine why Claude is so good. Because beside the skill, I can actually get a few skills to work together in just one prompt or a few prompts or in one project. Okay, we just need to know how to use it. So for example, I want to do training quotation, right? So I need to call out my brand OS, which is the brand employee lah, because it's like my branding department. Let's say I'm working in an organization, a very big one. I have branding department, right? I also have marketing department, and then I also have quotation. That means the finance department. So I call these three skills out or the employees out. I say I want to send this quotation or proposal to company ABC. So these three will actually do the job for me in core work and then produce the best proposal for me to be sent out to my client. Okay, so I hope you get the idea about what I'm trying to tell you. Any questions so far? Because we are towards the ending already, but I would be happy to take a few calls, few questions. So in the event, okay, can you give hints to some of your skills? Hints. Okay. In my Digital AI Business Club, you can sign up. I have free version and the paid version one. The paid version is 188 a year only. Okay, that means 10 over ringgit a month. So enough for me to, is you buy me one breakfast. Okay, so it's that cost. You can go in and download. The free one also got, like today I have a few skills. I'm going to put it under the free resources. Maybe you can download and try it out on your own. Okay. So somebody asked, Irene asked, is Claude has free version and paid? Yes, Claude has free version and paid version. So I would recommend everyone to go for paid version, because the free version, yesterday I just tested out live with people. I tried two platforms. One is free account, one is paid account. The free account never come out with output for me. The paid account is somehow very lengthy prompt. It come out with output for me. So that's the difference. Okay. So it's smarter also the paid version. And then if you are using core work, you definitely need to have the paid version. And core work is fantastic. Okay. Okay, I want to do a bit of advertisement. I am running Claude Masterclass in 3 levels. Level 1 for foundation, level 2 is called intermediate, and level 3 is for people to learn a bit of coding, and then they can do some apps and also more Changi workflow. So if you're interested, you can also PM me. And I think that is It's like, it's a new language for every one of us to learn. We are moving away just from prompt, but we are moving towards building AI agent as our employee, and that will definitely supercharge your career and your business. And any one of you who are interested to talk about how AI can be a business model, that means how can make money, right, using AI. Also, you can talk to me. I always love to talk about how to make money. Because I'm a strategy coach. So, yeah, anyone, if you're interested to know more about the program, you can text me. So it is a physical program, 3 days, each level 1 day. So foundation, you will learn about how to create content, how to create marketing content properly, how to create your brand guide properly. And then you will learn all the basic about Claude. And then day two, it is very much about how to use AI for data analytics and decisioning. Because AI is smart because it has data. So for us, I'm not sure whether you are from the big company or small company. The smaller company, they tend not to look at data, but the big company, why they have the advantage is because they have a lot of data. Like in the past, I worked in company like OCBC Bank, and I also work for agency, and we handle client database. For example, Malaysia Airlines, we have enriched database, right? Why this loyalty program can do better? Because we analyze data and we know who to target and we know who is going to fly. And we are able to make people who want to fly AirAsia to come back and fly Malaysia Airlines, for example, because we analyze the data. So now AI is here. It is time for you to think about how you can collect data and use AI for data analytics and to the best of the advantage for your business. Data is really very important. In the event your competitors are not using data and you use data, it definitely gives you the competitive advantage. Okay, so the third level is building, like I mentioned, our workflow. The workflow that I mentioned just now is very minor. But companies, let's say you want to automate your accounting process, you can, just use CoreWork or some AI workflow, connecting this app to another app, and then you can actually create a very powerful workflow. For example, I mean, you just need to have the receipt sitting in a folder, and then AI will read the file and then come up with the accounting statement for you. And then from there, you can come up with accounting or financial analysis for you. And you can even do, what do you call that? Forecasting or prediction from there. So AI can be that powerful. So if you are a worker or employee, you learn the skill, definitely you are the much sought after employee for many companies. And if you are the founder, CEO, yeah, so for me, like for me, because I'm kind of solopreneur, right? I use AI to do a lot of my work and I save money to some extent. Okay, so anyone interested, please feel free to contact me. And again, I I would send you my contact number here, 6669892. Somebody asked, face to face. Yeah, it's face to face, correct. We also have online. In case you want online, we can arrange. We are in the midst of arranging. In August, we are going to have our level 1 on the 21st and level 2 22nd in KL. We are going to have it in somewhere in Bukit Bintang, KL. Level 3 will be on the 29th. Okay. Uh, to start up business, still go for paid version. Yes, Irene, if you want to use AI to simplify your work, you go for free. Sorry, paid version. Because it's 20 USD. Let's say you are a solopreneur, it will actually help you save money. Let's say you need to, like let's say I'm a brand consultant. You outsource the job for me to do. Let's say I'm not using AI. I will charge you 10 over 1,000 ringgit per assignment, right? But if you use AI, you can do it on your own already. But of course, bigger company, like I mentioned, if you are in the midst of scaling up, you will not choose to do it yourself, but your employee will need to be trained how to do it themselves. But if they outsource to me also now, I also change my business model. That means I change how I price my business. Because I'm a consultant, I cannot charge people. Let's say I'm a copywriter, I may not be able to charge people by how many words I produce. But I can charge people based on how many content in a month I can produce using AI. Yeah, so when we talk about marketing automation, it is very possible for me to content 1 month worth of content for my client. But the setting must be right at the start lah. Otherwise, my content will be rubbish. Okay. So this is the situation. Mr. Cole, I need to understand because you asked how much. I need to understand whether you are claiming HRTC or you're not. So can you text me? Can you text me and then tell me your company, how many staff, and whether you are HRTC eligible company? Just in case some of you not familiar with HRTC, HRTC is a fund where some companies can claim because they contribute to HRTC, the HR fund, for training purpose. But if your company is not contributing, then you cannot claim. Yeah, but you can always ask me to clarify, yeah. So that's all from me today. But I would welcome you to join our weekly Wednesday so-called training. It is free, but for the member, if you have the membership, you can log into the member portal and retrieve the information easily. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and hope to see you next time. Bye.